You popped in so silently that I wasn't aware. I couldn't tell if that was you or a duplicate.
Stealth.
Yes.
It's all about stealth.
He is the master of stealth. All right, so we are live. So yeah, if you want to pop in for our Wednesday night game, I will show you that link later tonight, and I'll give you some more info later tonight after we're done. I'll just message you. So yeah, Gabe is out with COVID, and but I am going to run his character as an NPC and do my best to not kill him.
DM's character. Oh crap!
Well, because you're in the middle of a fight against a god, I figured probably need to leave him in there. So, there's that. So, welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden. We will be picking up where we left off last week. And just a heads up, this may be our last game for a while. We're still in the process of figuring out. So if you don't hear from us next week, that's kind of what happened. But hopefully we will be able to continue on. I got some feelers out there. So before we get started, I'd like to thank the Friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. These are not sponsorships or partnerships in any way. They are just products that we really like. The first on our list is Dogmight Games. Dogmight makes beautiful wooden products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as player pads, dice vaults, dice towers, rolling trays, DM screens. All of it is customizable. They have a plethora of options available. And if you aren't interested in, customizing one of these things, it'll take 6 to 8 weeks for it to ship. If you're interested in buying something, right now they usually have some items in stock. And those actually ship within 1 to 2 business days of your order. If you are thinking about ordering, we have a code that you can use. It'll give you 10% off everything on their website. Just when you're checking out, use the code FRIEND in all capital letters, and that will get you 10% off. Next on the list is Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather products for your tabletop games, such as covers for your core rulebooks. She has a full line of dice bracelets that are leather bracelets with dice cutouts on them in multiple colors and customizations. She has a dice rolling mat that when it's rolled up, it looks like a spell scroll. And all of her items are completely customizable as well. She does all the work by hand. She is an amazingly talented artist. If you're going to order from her, and you are over here in the U.S., make sure that you give yourself a little bit of extra time, because she is in the U.K., and it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond. Next on the list is Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products, such as oils, butters, balms, and co-wash. They also now have a full line of deodorants and a new line of body lotions. And each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. Today I am wearing the Lumberjack, which I got as a mystery beard oil that was attached when I ordered my latest shipment of beard wash. And Lumberjack smells like maple syrup. It seems like there's a hint of vanilla in there. It smells like pancakes. It's pretty good, I gotta tell you. Never tried that one before. I'm a fan. If you're a first-time purchaser, they have a buy one, get one free option. If you go to their website, fablebeardco.com, and create an account, you can put 2 beard oils into your cart, and then when you're checking out, if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters, you will receive the second beard oil for free. If you're a fan of our Traveler game on Wednesday nights, we have a website via Obsidian Portal. If you click on that link, it'll take you to that site. The adventure log is done in the manner of Traveler news service articles, just brief little blurbs about not just what the players are doing, but also things that are happening around them in the region that may or may not affect them directly. But yeah, if you are a fan of that site, just go ahead and give us a fan like and give us that thumbs up. We hope you enjoy. Where we left off last week, you guys were in mid-battle, quite literally mid-battle now, because you are in the fight with Auril the Frostmaiden. She came back, and she's just got way too high a perception. She was able to see right through what you were doing. You killed her first form. She has changed into her second form, which is that of the Brittle Maiden. She is a 10-foot tall woman of fearsome aspect, made entirely of ice and frost. Her eyes burn with a cold blue light, and a thin cloak of mist forms around her. Blades of ice grow out of her body at odd angles, breaking off before they get too long, and when she moves, her body crackles. It is Sam's turn. Sam, what are you going to do to Auril? Vicious mockery?
Firebolt.
Well, that could work. Yeah. Go for it.
21 to hit.
That hits. She is vulnerable to fire and will take double damage.
My Thorfus is tilted. That's not a good thing. So 14 total.
Okay. That's a nice way to start off.
And I will zoom in a bit. That's way too far. I will give Thomas Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. That's a D8.
Yeah, D8.
Okay.
And Falling Rocks is going to do a shooty shoots. That's 224s to hit, apparently.
Yep, they both hit.
16 damage.
Okay. And what about Gort? I mean, Gort doesn't even have to move, and he can make his 2 slam attacks.
Yeah, I just have one screen right now, so I'm pulling it up. I pull it up and then get rid of it every turn.
Right, yeah. I hate when I get into the habit and I just close a window. And I'm like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just minimize it? Now I got to go hunt it down again and reopen it.
For a 22 bludgeoning.
Okay. Okay, well. Ouch.
And that's it.
Look at Brady opening up with the big damage. Thomas is going to make his first attack, hoping for a sneak attack. Even with a Bardic Inspiration, that's not going to work. So he will try offhand attack with a dagger. And that hits for a whole terrifying... Oh, wait. He gets to add his sneak attack to that. for another 25 damage. It's pretty brutal with a dagger.
Not with the offhand. But that's the deal about thieves is it doesn't matter what you use. You could just, I don't want to say the word, but you could just slap them.
Right.
And then add in your sneak attack damage.
Right. Well, paladins work the same way, with Divine Smite.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is connect with a melee attack. That's it. So, Turpin, Auril isn't looking that great. There's ice shards falling off of her all over the place. What would you like to do?
Well, boy in the great ape is going to box her ears, left ear and right ear. 16 and a 15. I don't know if either one.
16 hits.
All right, that'll be 22.
Ugh.
And Turpin is yeah, there's no way. We're just gonna blast away. Ba-doom. Boom. So 15 didn't hit, but the second one
That hits.
27.
Okay.
For 9.
Okay. Yeah. She's not so scary now. She. Whoops. She is going to make 2 attacks with her Ice Morningstar. One on Thomas. .22 definitely hits.
He would be wise to choose half damage on that.
Yes. 6. For a total of 15 points of damage, he will take half for 7. And then she is going to swing and hit Gort. $15 to hit. Does 15 get Gort?
I don't know. I have to pull it up again. Hold on.
I can look real quick. His armor class is 17.
So she misses. Okay. All right. So that is what she does. We are back to Sam. What would you like to do?
Everything else is a save that she'll succeed on either way because she is magical garbage.
Yep, she has legendary resistance twice a day.
Go with firebolts.
Okay.
Bonfire right underneath her. Stupid Ice Maiden.
21 to hit.
That hits. Double damage. She's vulnerable.
26 damage.
Oof. Oof. So close.
And then falling rocks.
Okay.
No. That's 14 to hit.
Nope, that is a miss.
Wait. 17 plus 7 is not 14, is it?
No. 24.
24.
Yes, 24 hits.
Huzzah. And 2 plus 7 does not hit, so. Numbers, 9 damage.
Okay. You see his arrow strike her in the back, and she collapses into shards of ice. And then you see the ice form up and into yet a new form. This form is called either Winter's Womb or the Queen of Frozen Tears. It is a 3-foot diameter ice diamond containing the god's divine spark. The diamond has facets and a sharp point at the bottom. It hovers in the air, radiating intense cold all around it. When Auril speaks, her voice seems to emanate from the heart of the diamond. I don't. Out of curiosity, I don't know if I grabbed a picture of this. Probably not. Nope. It is a diamond. It's blue and it is cold. All right. Whoops. Yes, that's right. What would you like Gort to do?
He is gonna do what he does.
Okay.
Left, right. That would be 11.
Okay.
One of them definitely misses.
All right. Let's see. Thomas is going to keep doing what he does. And he hits with the rapier. For 12 points of damage. Oh, wait. And he gets his sneak attack. For 35 points of damage total. All right. Yeah, that hurts. And he's going to do a offhand attack. And he hits. But he only does 6 with that one. To give you an example of how bad sneak attack can hurt. Yeah. At the end of Thomas's turn,
You're thinking too long. I'm going to counterspell
it. Well, it's not a spell, so there's that. So at the end of Thomas's turn, she casts Polar Ray on Boy.
Is it an attack roll?
It is. It's a ranged attack roll. 22 to hit.
As a reaction, I cast Silvery Barbs and give her disadvantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh.
And then Boy gets advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw he makes within a minute.
Okay, so she...
Oh, awesome.
That turned her roll into a nat 1.
And this is a first level spell, so I'm
That's
going to
freaking
use
awesome.
all my slots.
What the heck was that spell again?
Silvery Barbs.
Silvery barb. Oh my god, that's awesome.
So she actually, I mean, I don't. Okay, so she can't go prone.
She's a diamond.
Yeah.
Oop. Ooh, I need shatter. Damn it, I don't have shatter.
Yeah, she is vulnerable to thunder damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's not really much that can be done with that. So, Turpin, what would you like to do? And don't forget, Boy has advantage on his next attack.
Yeah. Oh, so, Boy's he's gonna make a big fist and pound that diamond down into the floor. Boom! Let's see.
22 hits.
Hit. That's 22 damage.
Okay.
Click there. Why is it? There we go. It wouldn't take it. And that was only one that gets advantage. And then the boom, he's going to stomp on it. Ugh.
That hits.
Yeah. Yeah, another 22. Take that, you stupid diamond.
Okay. All right. So, yep. And then what would you like to do?
Now I'm going to sit there and blast at it with my fingertips.
Okay. 21 hit.
The first one will hit, but the other one doesn't. So 12.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else?
I'll telekinetically slap the diamond and make it spin in place.
Okay. Let's see here. The end of your turn, she activates her aura. Let's see here. So anybody in 10 feet of her will take 20 cold damage. Let's see here. So that is going to be Thomas, Gort,
Boy,
and Boy. All take 20 points of cold damage. And then, on her turn,
the ape looks really beat up. It's down to like 34 hit points.
Yeah, she will do a polar ray on Boy and a polar ray on Falling Rocks.
No, my boy.
No.
So 25 to hit Boy.
Yay.
And so Boy is going to take 9 points of cold damage. Oh no. And Polar Ray on Falling Rocks, but that's only a 16 to hit. I don't know if that hits him or not.
So does Falling Rocks get to juke out of the way, or is he going to get hit?
Yeah, he could use evasion to take half damage.
Oh, I didn't know evasion did that too.
Well, is it a bait? No, it's uncanny dodge. One of those. One of them allows him to take half damage, and then the other one, he takes half damage if he fails to save. He takes 0 damage if he makes it. So the total is 13 cold damage, regardless. So half of that would be 6.
Okay.
We are back to Sam.
I will do the amazing move of shooting a firebolt.
Okay.
Well,
So this time, it will not deal double damage. She's not vulnerable to fire this time. She's vulnerable to thunder.
I still attack with a firebolt to hit.
So like most people, she's completely vulnerable to AC/DC.
She's going to be thunderstruck.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna give Boy a bark inspiration. Sure.
So what'd you get for your firebolt?
12.
Yeah, no, that's a miss. All right, so Boy gets Bardic Inspiration. He gets a D8. What do you want Falling Rocks to do?
Falling Rocks is going to do his trusty 2 shots.
All right.
14 and nat 20.
Nat 20 hits, and it's double damage.
14 total.
Okay.
And good old Golly G. Gort. There's the cat. How you doing, bud?
She is not looking good. So what did Gort do? Anything?
Well, looks
Those
like both of them
both
hit.
hit.
22.
So Gort brings his fist down, and you see this diamond shatter. And the divine spark that you saw glowing in the middle kind of sputters and then goes dark. Auril is dead. At least until the next solstice, where she can reappear at full health in a cold, remote location of her choosing. So she's dead for at least another year.
We need a heat
She's going
wave.
to try and do this at the next solstice, basically.
Maybe.
And since,
If she decides to come back.
It's time for us to book travel to the equator.
Right? Yeah, make this somebody else's problem.
Hope she doesn't remember who did it.
Right. So, before leaving Grim Scala, you can all take a long rest, get your hit points and your spell slots back. The other thing, before we continue, everybody gets level 8.
I think we're already 8.
Are you 8 already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then you can all be level 9. And let me see what Boy and Falling Rocks get. Yeah, that's because I am looking in the wrong book. Helps look in the correct book.
The boy just crossed over the 100 hit point threshold.
Nice. So let's see. Falling Rocks gets nothing. Big old dash there.
I think at 9, doesn't our proficiency change?
It does. It goes to +4. So everybody's proficiency should be +4 now. But both Boy and Falling Rocks, as far as abilities, get nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
Oh my gosh. Turpin got a bunch of hit points too.
And of course, I'm sure you guys probably get in their spell slot.
Spells are the worst.
I know.
Spells, you're like, oh my god, what am I going to get? What am I going to get?
See, and that
10,000 spells.
So, and that's like the best part about playing like a cleric or a druid, is that it doesn't matter, right? Because you can pick anything. It doesn't matter because you can swap it out every day. Wizards who have been around long enough or gotten enough spells, writing them down in their books can kind of be the same way. But I mean, it really depends on how closely you're following the rules on how, wizards can write things down, because it technically costs more and more money the more they do it. So yeah, I basically just stopped telling my players, clerics and druids, I just told them, like, don't, if there's spells that you like to use all the time, you can write those down. But you can swap your spells out so often that I don't see what the point is. There's no need for you to destroy an eraser every time you turn around. Every time there's an 8-hour rest, I'm going to have to erase this spell and replace it with something. Just whatever. Just keep your book open. It doesn't bother me. My wife, playing a paladin, she got to the point we went out and we got the Gale Force 9 spell cards for paladin, and she just got some of those trading card sheaths that you put into a ring binder, and she's like, oh well, you can just swap them in and out that way. Yeah, that's a much better idea rather than wearing holes in your character sheet every week. Warlocks have it pretty easy because you have so few spell slots that.
But then you gotta take extra care to what you do get.
Right.
The one that's the spell that seems the most broken of moderate level spells is Dream. You can kill anybody almost that's on the same plane as you with Dream.
Yeah.
You just have to do it out of combat and don't ever let them sleep or something. And
right.
It's just wrong.
Well, and the entire ability with that spell is one of the reasons why night hags are so brutal. You don't even have to be in a fight with a night hag, and she can mess you up. Just the levels of exhaustion alone will eventually kill you.
And the weird stuff is that when it gets to the higher level spells, they seem less impressive. I've always thought the third level spells seemed the most impressive.
Yeah, as far as flash and bang, third and fourth level spells seem to be, they have that flashiness to them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the later spells, some of them, like wizard spells, wizard sorcerer spells, Finger of Death or Power Word Kill, things like that are just epically bad. But they don't have that, oh, it's a fireball, I'm going to blow up the entire room kind of thing,
Yeah, Finger of Death, if you were really a warlock or a spellcaster in a fantasy world, that'd be great. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to the store, some salesperson is giving you shit, you just go, Finger of Death, they're dead. It's no fuss, no muss, they're just dead.
Yeah, that's what I did. I actually killed a player character with or Sararak killed her character with Finger of Death.
Well, you get a false sense of the world in D&D because you're always artificially brought together with people of your same power level.
Right.
When in the real fake world, the people of your power level become less and less and less, and like more of your day is spent dealing with people of lower levels.
Right. Well, I've always said that just because you go up higher level doesn't mean that the skeletons and the kobolds and the goblins don't still keep coming around. You know what I mean?
Right.
In 3rd edition, I think it was a lot worse. In 5th edition, anything of any level could hit you and quite possibly kill you. Whereas in 3rd edition, the disparity between the levels was vastly different. And so, there was a time where I actually put 100 skeletons against 2 players that were like level 15. And the one player was like, "Oh, well, it's not going to matter because even if they do hit, it's not going to do enough damage." And I said, "They can't hit you unless they get a nat 20."
So there's 5 out of every round, 5 of them are going to hit you.
Right. And then, critical is going to do double damage. So,
Yeah. So effectively 10 hit you every round.
Right. So you guys rest up, and Velen and Valish Gamp are kind of excitedly talking off in the corner, and Velen comes to you guys and is just super excited that this is all behind us now. We're going to be able to go to this frozen waterfall and finally open the fissure and enter into the lost city of Ithrim that has been buried under the Reghead Glacier for thousands of years. And she is just like a kid on Christmas morning. She's like, "Can you imagine all of the magical wonders that we're going to find in a Netherese city?" And so, the next morning, at this time, you can tell that it's morning. So, from this staircase here, you can see that bright sunlight is coming down. And there is light coming in from, well, there's not really any windows up here, but yeah. From the few spaces below, when you go downstairs, you can see that there is actual sunlight coming in. And when you step out of Grimskala, you can see that the sun has fully risen and can be seen in the sky. And it is actually, it's of course still winter, but, and of course you're in the north, so it's always going to be cold. But the sun has actually risen. It is not that dusky twilight that you've grown used to. It is actually a full, bright, sunny lit day. You have succeeded in ending the Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Yay!
And so she leads you off, and she's leading the group towards this waterfall. As you crest another ridge, you spot a dozen humanoids approaching, their cloaks flapping in the wind, sweeping down from the eastern glacier. both of you can make history checks because you're seeing them from a distance. Nice.
Or 20. Yeah.
Okay, so you both recognize that these are Elk Tribe members. And they come down and approach. They are led by a druid. And
it's not that one that stabbed us in the back, is it?
No.
Screw that bitch.
And the druid, kind of pauses the rest of the tribe as they're getting closer. And the tribe is all making sure that everybody knows that they are not a threat currently. They are all armed, but they are not menacing. This druid comes up and introduces himself as Menhir. And Menhir says, "Tigers with ice in their veins come to spill your blood upon the snow. They will do everything in their power to keep you from finding what the Frostmaiden has preserved under the ice." And he kind of taps his staff towards his chest and says, "We would like to travel with you to guarantee that does not happen."
Are you worried about real tigers or the tiger tribe?
He's talking about the tiger tribe.
Just a moment. Let me talk with my friends here. You know we're allies with the tiger tribe, right?
He probably doesn't know that. I don't know if you even want to really bring it up.
I'm talking to our guys.
Oh, okay.
It's like, okay. So let's try to find out more about what he's worried about. So we go talk to the guy. Like, what? We have seen the tiger tribe, but they did not attack us. What is it that you fear that the tiger tribe is going to do?
He tells you that the tiger tribe has set out and are actually actively hunting you. They do not want you to open the waterfall.
Aha.
They are of the mind that they have to preserve what Auril the Frostmaiden has hidden in the ice so many centuries ago.
Damn it, religion.
Yeah, right.
Crap.
Why can't
people worship genies and other things like that?
Getting in the way of everything for well over 10,000 years.
Necromancy, man, that's the way to go.
Right? I love that meme where the paladin's looking all dejected because somebody came through and killed his brother, and the barbarian says, "You have my axe," and the fighter says, "You have my sword," and then the necromancer says, "And your brother."
I remember seeing that one. What is that comic strip? That's oh man, I can't think of it, but yeah, that was good.
So Menhir just wants to travel with your party to stop the tiger tribe from causing you harm. The elk tribe, he tells you, he says
do us a favor.
Well, he tells you, the Menhir tells you that the fate of the Dale rests upon your shoulders.
More prophecy crap, huh?
Evidently.
Okay. Let's see. We wiped out the bear tribe as a bunch of cannibals and screwed those guys. The wolf tribe is pretty much gone except for the little kid, Eric. Well, I mean, there was a couple of them. The Tiger tribe liked this. I don't remember screwing with the Elk tribe.
Yeah, I don't remember you having any particular meeting with the Elk tribe, to be honest. Sorry, I had to crack the door and get a little fresh air in here. It's freezing.
It's not a euphemism, is it?
It was freezing earlier, so I turned the heat on a little bit, and now it's absolutely broiling in here. Electric baseboards. So you travel to further across the Reghead Glacier, or really kind of along the edge of the Reghead Glacier, and I'm trying to see if I have this. I should have it. Maybe not. That's very strange. I guess not. So you you follow the glacier itself rises hundreds and hundreds of feet above you, and as you're coming close to this thing, it says the Reghead Glacier rises hundreds of feet into the sky. The foot of the glacier is still a half a mile away. Suddenly, 24 figures burst out of the snow 60 feet away from you. They are spaced roughly 10 feet apart and begin advancing in a line. The Elk tribe, Menhir, the Elk tribe interposes between you and the Tiger tribe that's advancing on you, and Menhir tells you, "Run, make your way to the waterfall. We shall hold them off."
Seems fine to me.
I mean, you guys do you.
I mean, they're coming with aggressive tactics or actions, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
They're popping up out of the ground like, woohoo, they're going to get us.
Right.
Okay, screw those guys. We're out.
And so you continue on, and you get to the entrance. An immense glistening wall of blue ice stands before you. It seems impenetrable, but then you notice that a light-colored stripe nearly bisects the wall at one point. This must be the frozen waterfall that Velen spoke of. And she pulls out or opens the codicil of white. Come on here. There it is. I knew I had this. And she begins to read these words. We bow to she who wears the crown. Let the world shiver with dread. Clad in winter's whitest gown, her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as gray clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteland shears, bringing blizzards from the north. Ice-kissed flowers caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling in her cold embrace. All the world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice, set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise. Behold her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time behind her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's loss, general of winter's war, long live the queen of cold and frost, may she reign forevermore. As the last words of the poem are spoken, a rumbling sound comes from deep within the glacier. The noise reaches a crescendo as the great wall of ice parts. Through the crack, you can see an opening that leads into the glacier. And this is where you start out. Let's see here. Put you guys on the map. There's Turpin. And Boy. And Sam. And Gort. And Falling Rocks. And Thomas will sit this out until he is back. I mean, you don't really need a rogue right now because you got Falling Rocks, so he can act as your rogue. He's pretty good at that. I mean, probably not as good as Thomas, but...
We'll take one of Thomas's red shirts and give it to him.
So... from behind you, you can still hear the battle between the elk tribe and the tiger tribe going on. But you can see that out of here, so this is, it looks like a what looks like at one time was maybe a underground river that has been completely frozen over. And there is a shaft that leads deeper into the glacier here that they're not actually carved stairs, but the ice flow has actually formed like their own stair shelves. And it leads up into the next chamber.
All right. Do we fear these people behind us very much at all? I'm kind of thinking that our quote elk allies are gonna keep them busy, and they didn't seem to be.
The elk seem to be doing a pretty good job. I mean, you didn't ask for the help, and you didn't know that the tiger tribe was going to attack, so they're kind of having their own beef with each other. You're not sure exactly how much of that really involves you. I mean, you only have what Menyer told you. And, I mean, it's not like tiger and elk tribe get along anyways. So.
All right. Let's not worry about them. And let's see. For Falling Rock, we might want to move a little quicker. So I can... well, either Gort can take lumps falling into traps and stuff like that, or I can summon a method and have it for the next hour just kind of lead the way and eat anything that might want to kill us.
You still have Sarah too, right?
But yeah, Sarah can look, but Sarah doesn't step on traps.
That's true.
Or
methods
set them off.
Don't really either. Most of the time, methods are going to fly.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have a flight speed, but because it's actually using the, what do you call it?
It's using
the skeleton. It's basically, for game terms, it's a skeleton.
Gotcha. It's up to you guys. Who do you want going first down the tunnel?
Brady, Gort, or Falling Rocks, or a disposable minion?
Let's go disposable minion.
Okay.
All right.
Summon a skeleton that looks just like a cinder method.
Okay.
Which is a creature I made up because I didn't like skeletons.
So this method heads on down. You don't hear any traps go off. And so
it moves 30 feet ahead of us, and we just keep on going.
Yeah. In here, you come to a 30-foot high cavern. In its center, the remains of a wooden ship hull rest on the floor. Professor Scant is in Velen's hand, the Professor Orb, and he says, it's a Netherese sky coach. I've always wanted to ride on one of those. Pity it's no longer in one piece.
Yeah. So we've been coming on the way over here, Professor Scant, and it seems like the whole point of us kind of getting you and Velen and all of our actions have been to try to end this winter, and it's kind of warm outside. Can you remind me again, just what is the purpose of us being in here?
Why, the vast magical riches, the lore of the place.
Well, you guys have been good companions to me, and so I will go with you in this thing, but I think we might have to call it a day and let us each go our own separate ways after we find out what's in this nice ruins here, because I'm more interested in trying to make things better, and delving down in this ice pit here that seems to be kind of melting seems more of an adventurer thing to do.
I don't want to be an adventurer anymore. I want to retire from this life.
Well, I didn't want. I was just wanted to make things better for people.
Right.
And everybody was over there going, kill that, kill the other thing. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, seems like I'm ready to go help the people of East Haven or whatever that town was. But yeah, okay, I'll go with you guys. But this is pretty much it.
Okay. From this passage and echoing into the chamber, you hear a cackling laughter. Maniacal.
Oh, crap. All right, Method, 10 feet ahead of us. Let's go. Sounds like, or at least I'm not calling the shots. We're going to let the adventurers, if you guys want to go in there and risk your lives and stuff, that's fine. I'll back you up from the behind position.
Oops.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we're just going to we'll let Sam lead this, because I'm looking around. This is like dark and gloomy and shit, and I don't know if anybody's life is going to improve from us delving in here.
I see nothing good coming of this.
I mean, witches and hags, they need their little holes in the ground and stuff, right? It's all an ecosphere. Oh, damn. Floating skulls.
So you see come out of this side passage that leads up to the northeast, these two floating flame skulls. Roll initiative.
Turpin's kind of half-hearted involvement in this whole scheme is reflected in his initiative of 8.
Yes. I don't even want to be here. I'm not even supposed to be here today. It's my day off.
I'm only 2 weeks before my retirement.
Right. What'd you get, Sam?
13.
Okay.
The lethal weapon trope.
Yes. Hold on here. So, you see these 2 flame skulls. Sam, what do you want to do?
I'm going to...
Professor Scant starts going, oh, flame skulls. I bet they were probably the mages that were aboard this sky coach.
Thank you. Very informative. Very useful.
It's like carrying around a crystal ball that constantly is playing OPB, just giving you useless pieces of information. Oh, they're probably going to try and kill you.
Useless. It's cool. Not what we need right now, but it's good to know. Seeing how fire was effective against ice, I'm going to use... Sam's going to try and use Ray of Frost against fire.
Okay.
Hope that the reverse is also true. Because he doesn't have much options otherwise. Come on, brain. Use your thinky skills. 22 to hit.
So it hits, and the flame skull takes no damage. They are immune to cold, fire, and poison. As well, they are also immune to being charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or prone. And they have resistance to lightning, necrotic, and piercing.
Cool.
And so, like your ray of frost hits it, and the skull just kind of goes.
I could just see the lower jaw just flapping up and down.
Yes.
I just look at Turpin like, you got any ideas?
Stand in the back like I do, or hit it with a stick. Damn skulls, keep off of my lawn.
Gonna switch places with... No, not token settings.
Send Gord out in front. That's where he's supposed to be all the time anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of his job. Gord has one job.
Through this little crack, or is that too small?
No, he could get through that.
Alright. It's just gonna start hummeling away.
Go for it.
Why am I rolling? Just click the thing. I'll take that first roll. Let's see. 16 plus 7 is 23.
Yes, that hits.
And then the right hook will be in that one.
Oh, no. So let's see. The hit does 11 points, is that correct?
Yeah.
But then Gort slips in the ice and goes down to one knee and is prone. What would falling rocks like to do?
Those little things he was stepping over were just an inch higher than he thought.
Right.
He's gonna attack this one.
He got a splinter in his metallic toe.
Or 17 and a 21 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Right. Alright. 24 damage.
Okay, so the flame skull. Are you hitting the same one?
I'm hitting this one.
Okay. So it takes.
There's kind of a ship in the way of this one.
That's true. It takes 12 points of damage. It has resistance to piercing.
Okay. And... Yep. That's it.
Okay.
I am blissfully unaware of the approaching things from behind.
Yes, they haven't done anything yet. Okay. Turpin, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll have my cinder method, which is a skeleton by the rule book. Will shoot cinder bolts, which are just bow and arrow shots.
Okay.
So first off, it's going to have to, since it was kind of in the front, and I don't know where the heck it is.
Are you hitting this one up here?
Yeah, I drew a nice little picture of it. So let's see, let's get things back where they should be. There we go. I couldn't get him out. All right, so yeah, so cinder method. I don't know where the hell he is. He's over here somewhere. Now he's got a token. There we go. So the first one blew his cinder arm off.
Right. So one of those hit, and he will take. Does he have resistance to necrotic? He does have resistance to necrotic. So he will take 8 points. And you're shooting the one up north, right?
Let's see. I'm not sure what the damage type is. Yeah, it is necrotic. Yep.
Okay. So. Okay.
And boy is gonna sick him. So he'll go over here and say, "Boy, eat them bones." And
just start gnawing on the face.
So his first bite is a 1, so he completely slips and falls and slides underneath. He didn't expect the bones to float up in the air.
Right. So boy is prone. Oh no.
That's fine.
Does he get another bite attack?
He does.
He can make that a disadvantage.
All right, disadvantage and his second bite. Ba-doom. 14.
That still hits.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think he does 6.
3.
He can yank it to the ground if it fails a strength save. Unless it's immune to being prone.
It is immune to being prone, actually.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Floating damn skulls.
Yep, floating skulls.
Kids these days.
I know.
Back in my day, the skulls didn't float.
Let's see here. And then what would you like to do?
I'm just going to sit there and go, "You stinking skull! You're hurting my dog." And I'm going to shoot the one at the top there.
18 hits for 16. That. And the second one hit. The first skull explodes.
Yeah,
Whoops.
Leave my damn dog alone.
Wrong one. That skull
And
dies.
I guess, I'll shift over to where I can see the second one and shoot it.
Okay.
So 26 to hit on that guy and
Yep.
13 damage.
All right.
And my damn robot, too, or Sam's robot, or whatever. I don't care. Just stupid damn skulls.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll telekinetically bitch slap that skull.
Okay.
Since, what else? What else am I going to do?
Right, yeah. Right.
So it's got a DC 18 strength save. Damn, that DC went up.
It fails. So it's pushed 5 feet.
Shove it up against the wall.
So it really can't go any further, so it is up against the wall.
Yeah.
It It is going to use its fire ray that blasts out from its eyes, once on Gort and once on Boy. On Boy, actually he has advantage. No, he doesn't have advantage because it's a ranged attack. Shit, he'd be at disadvantage. You know what? Instead... Nah, he's gonna do fire ray. So 13 probably misses Boy.
Let's see. Boy's armor class is 14.
Okay, so he misses Boy, and he's gonna try on Gort. 19 to hit. So Gort takes 11 points of fire damage.
Damn. That's going to take 12 seconds to heal. Holy crap.
From up here, two more flame skulls come out from the northwestern passage. This one is going to cast Fireball. So everybody needs to make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So who were those saves for? Is that for Turpin and Boy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to a muted microphone. The 8 was for Turpin and the 6 was for Boy.
Okay. Sam failed. What about Falling Rocks?
That was for Gort.
Oh, okay.
Falling Rocks and I nailed it.
Okay.
Super hard.
Okay, so everybody but Sam and Falling Rocks is going to take full damage. Okay. So... Sam and Falling Rocks take 14 points of fire damage. Actually, Falling Rocks takes none because of his evasion.
And Turpin, because of his patron, is resistant to fire.
So you would take 14 as well. But Boy and Gort take 28. And then, just to be a jerk, this one is also going to cast Fireball. So everybody needs to make another DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Well, after having seen that first one, I'm going to counterspell this one.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. All right, so you counterspell the Fireball. The Flame Skull, if a skull could have an expression, it looks deeply offended that his Fireball got counterspelled. So let's see here. Sam, what would you like to do?
Oh, and Sam, did you, I guess, you nailed it anyway, but Gort was supposed to eat half of your damage.
Yeah. I got that. I'm doing that for like three different things right now in this deck.
And I need to roll a constitution check. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
So the cinder method goes. I forget about him.
No. Yeah, you failed your concentration. All right. So everybody make another DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, Turpin makes it.
Nice.
Boy fails.
Okay.
Wow. Well, mega.
Okay, so whoever failed takes 34. And the rest of you will take 17. And Turpin, because you have resistance to fire, you would take 8. All right. Sam, what would you like to do?
Give me like 27 minutes. I'm still trying to register something from like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
I've been trying to do math for.
Well, I totally get you. I swear, back in college, my TI, what was it, TI 85 graphing calculator got more use at the game table than it did in class. That and the fact that we used to program Tetris into it.
That number is good. And then,
See, this isn't. You're not playing D&D right. If the DM isn't looking at your character sheet, you just sort of take a few points off and throw a few points on.
Right. This game's easy mode.
Yes. I have no clip. No clip has been turned on for my character. I hope Velen and Valish are eating a lot of fire damage and having their clothes get burned.
Oh, yeah.
They're the whole reason we're in here anyway.
Right? Yeah. Well, they're promising that the payout is going to be worth it, so.
Well, I'm just going to take whatever we get here and donate it to the orphans of Was it East Haven? What was the town? The towns that got destroyed.
Oh, right.
Poor kids.
Yes. While you're figuring that out, I'll be right back.
Alright, so this is 3 minus 9. What's 103 minus 9? 94.
Yep.
Gord's at half health now.
He might have to wait a whole minute.
Took right now.
It's gonna take him a whole minute to recover.
Yeah. Thank goodness for that half damage he's sucking up.
The worst part is when he was shielding me, we'd get hit with a fireball, he'd eat the fireball, and then he'd eat half of my fireball. It was like, wow. We're really getting hammered here. That sucks.
Okay. So, Sam, what would you like to do?
Numbers are done. And I'm gonna come around the corner. And vicious mockery.
Okay. So he gets advantage on his saving throw. Let's see what he gets. 18 to save.
Yep. That does it.
Okay.
There goes my one attack.
What
ability?
What about falling rocks?
Rocks will.
So I imagine Rocks wants to. Oh no, it was Gort.
Let's finish this one off.
Okay.
No, that's one higher, but no, that's a 9.
Yeah, no, those miss. What about Gort?
He's gonna stand up and start on the land. Why am I rolling?
It just feels better.
It is.
So let's see here. Both of those hit.
So that's 22 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Minus whatever
Okay.
modifiers they have.
So this guy gets smashed against the wall. Gort smash.
And he's gonna start making his way over.
Okay. All right. Turpin, what would you like to do?
I'm going to curse all sorts of old man curses, and I'm gonna move over here. And as I'm walking away from the dad blasted stupid floating bones, I'm gonna tell Boy, get off your lazy ass and kill those darn things, stupid dog, and I'm gonna polymorph him into the grape ape.
Okay, so
Hey, return of grape.
the return of grapeness. All right, so
Yes.
Boy is now a huge giant ape.
And he has to use half his movement to get up, but he's got 40 feet of movement, and he's humongous, so he'll come over here and he'll punch this one that's the northernmost one.
Okay, go for it.
16.
Hit.
22 damage. And another 16 and another 22 damage.
Oh, shit. So he just smashes this one into powder. It is dead.
And he makes a real good shield, because I don't think they're going to be casting fireballs around his big fat ape body.
True. Okay. The Flame Skull. Man, what can he do? He'd be a real pain in the ass. He is going to do something. Let's see here. So let's see here. It is a 5-foot diameter sphere. So, like that. Let's see if I can grab it. Oh, there we go. Damn it, it's not letting me grab this. Alright, fuck it. So he casts Flaming Sphere right here. And then as a bonus action, moves it onto Boy. So it says any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. So if you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw. Okay, so Boy needs to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. Turpin.
Okay. Dexterity. Now, it's not the end of Boy's turn, but...
well, he rammed it into him as a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 16.
Okay, so he will take half damage.
But I've got a hot foot just waiting to happen if I stay there.
So Boy takes a whole terrifying 3 points of fire damage.
Well, he got a boatload of temporary hit points because of his transformation, so he's okay.
Yeah, I figured. All right, so Sam, what would you like to do?
I will do what I can. And vicious mockery.
Okay. 17 to save.
Good to know. All right, falling rocks. Go ahead.
So falling rocks probably needs to move down here.
Oh yeah, big ape.
Since there's a huge ape.
Yeah, it's like the football player that's got the nerd slammed up against the lockers in high school.
Right.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Cool. What about a 23? Does that hit?
Yes.
Great.
It rattles in his empty eye socket.
6 damage.
Okay. So he takes 3.
Yep.
And what do you want Gort to do?
He's just gonna run over here, be the other bully. The backup bully.
The backup bully.
Yep.
We'll bounce him between us.
And stop rolling with the. But I'll take that 18 plus 9, whatever.
So yeah, that hits. That's 22 or 11. 11.
Actually, I'm gonna roll again. Yeah, that's another good hit.
That's 22 total.
Okay.
That's 22. I can start rolling.
Okay. So Gort runs over and smacks this thing around a bit. All right. Turpin, what would you like to do?
I'm over there trying to repair the damage to my clothes from all that fire, and I'm cursing those fools in there and everything. That life just sucks. Meanwhile, Boy's gonna reach out with one hand and try to smack the skull into the floor, and he fails. Then he's angry, so he'll punch it. Oh wait, that doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm rolling the wrong thing. Those are the dog attacks.
Yeah, you can re-roll those.
All right, here comes the this is the ape attack. So slam him into the ground. I don't know if 16.
That's a hit.
I think it did. Okay, 22, and then he'll kick it since it's on. He'll kick it.
And that hits.
26.
And so this flaming skull gets cracked into the wall and then kicked across the room and is no more. Oops. No, that's right. Okay, good. Okay. So, out of here, you have, of course, the northwest and northeast passage that these flame skulls came down. There is also 2 passages leading to the south. There is a passage here that this actually ends in a cliff, and there's a 20-foot drop. And then there is a passage that is upstairs, more of these rough ice shelves that form a rough staircase in this southern passage here.
Yeah, we're gonna go on that 20-foot cliff because Boy is humongous and he's not gonna fit in any of those other ones, and I'm not gonna give up a damn spell just because you people want to go in your stupid little cave holes. Role playing, guys.
Okay, so Boy jumps down.
Turpin uses his floaty float fly abilities.
In here. These aren't that terrifying. There are ice muppets.
Oh crap! Seen those before, Sam?
I was like, hey, look, gargoyles.
No.
Yeah, it's more gargoyles.
Yeah. So I float back, like, screw that noise.
Okay. Standard dungeon fare.
Are we re-rolling initiative, or can I keep my 13?
Nope, we're going to re-roll initiative.
It's a 7 then.
Go.
Tasty 7. Yeah.
Sparkling icicles as long as longswords cling to the 40-foot-high roof of this cavern, the floor of which is strewn with frost-covered blocks of stone and a toppled pillar. Embedded in the east wall is a glittering stone tower that appears to have crashed through the ceiling long ago. The exposed wall is cracked and has a few small holes in it, but is otherwise intact. Professor Scan says, "That tower appears to be of Netherese construction. Were it not for the cracks and holes, the stone would be as smooth as glass, shaped by wizardly magic." And then, of course, there are these 7 ice mephits that clearly Professor Scant doesn't care about. Who got a whole whopping 4 for their initiative. Turpin, you are the big man on the block. What do you... Well, I mean, Boy's already down there. What do you want Boy to do?
Are these mephits stirring, or are they sitting up there like gargoyles?
Oh no, they're stirring. They are flying and coming towards Boy.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, Boy, block the passage and kill them as they come.
Okay, so he's readying an action until they get within range.
Yeah, he needs to move back up into here because we've got a 40-foot high area.
Right.
So I'm not sure how high he can't. He's only maybe 15 feet tall.
Yeah, he's about 15 feet. Yeah, I would say that yeah, if you wanted to step off onto his shoulder, you're only talking about a 5-foot drop.
Well, no, I'm backing up. I'm way the hell out. It's like, screw that. And Boy's going to try to get back up on top of this 20-foot shelf. So if he has to do a climb, then that's what he'll be doing to position himself where the mephits can't get past him easily.
Okay.
He's given cover. He's given cover to everybody behind him.
So
in particular me.
Have Boy make a athletic strength check.
All right. Let's see. Strength of 23, which is what? 5 plus 6. All right. So a D20 plus 6. So he fails.
Okay. So Boy is...
Can he benefit from my lucky, or is that only for my corpse?
That's only for you.
Okay.
You can't hand out luck points.
Right.
If you have an inspiration point, you can hand it out.
Nope.
So he's struggling to get up that cliff. Sam, what would you like to do?
I'm doing firebolt.
Okay.
$17 to hit.
That hits. And you're going to do double damage. They are vulnerable to fire.
32 total.
Yikes. Okay. So that method literally explodes into shards of ice. Remember, when these guys die, they explode. What else would you like?
I'm going to give Boy a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And back up.
All right. What would you like Gort to do? Or Falling Rocks?
Take the place of Boy for now till he manages to get up here.
Okay. I mean, Gort could give Boy the help action.
Yeah, sure.
So that means that on Turpin's next turn, Boy can make his climb check with advantage. And then what would you like Falling Rocks to do?
He's gonna shoot this one.
Okay.
Number 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
16 to hit.
And that hits.
Cool. 14 total.
Okay. So this one has a couple of arrows sticking out of him. And not looking real great. Okay. The Ice Methods. He is going to attack Boy, and he is going to attack Boy. Together, maybe they can do something. Probably not, though. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
4. 3 slashing damage. And 4 cold damage. And the second one's going to try and hit. All right. And fails with a nat 1 and goes prone right at Boy's feet. Let's see here. This one's going to move here and ready in action. This one's going to move here and ready in action. And this one's going to move here and ready in action. All right. We're back to Turpin.
Okay. Boy is going to take Gort's hand and step on this mebbit to get another foot or so of altitude and lift up and get up on the shelf there. So let me roll his.
So he can make that roll, his strength athletics check with advantage.
Let's see. His athletics. The ape actually has a stat for that, which is +9. So I'll do a 2 d20s, and we'll see what d20 and another d20.
Yeah.
So
he's able to get up there.
18 + 9, 27. So he squishes. He doesn't have to do any damage, but he stomps on this one that's in the ground and gets up.
Here. He's up there.
Uses his bulk to plug the hole.
Okay. All right. What would you like to do?
It's gonna look down and I'll shoot a Eldritch Blast at that one in the middle.
Okay. You can do that.
Yeah, it's not a 1.
Yep, those are both hits.
So I'll shoot at this guy.
Okay. Okay.
And 2 points of each of those is fire damage.
Okay.
So I guess it could, if they're vulnerable, it'd do an extra 4.
Right. So. Okay.
Total of 30.
Okay. Okay. Sam, what would you like to do? So don't forget, Boy still has a bardic inspiration as well.
I'm going to meander over here. Just try and see in this general direction.
Okay.
And firebolts that one.
Okay.
For a grand total of 12.
Oh, that just misses him.
And Phonox is going to...
So from where...
Really wish these two weren't in the way right now.
Yeah, so he could still shoot, but he's going to be at disadvantage.
Yep. Gonna try pelting the one in the back left.
Okay.
First attack is an at 1.
We've rolled a bunch of those today.
Okay, so... Roll your damage.
Oh, great.
Boyd's gonna get an arrow in the back.
Yep. So how much damage you do?
7.
So Boyd takes 7 points. Your next shot.
$15, that's the number.
That hits.
I was just staring there with 6 and plus 9. Wait, no. That's my number. This should be plus 6. 12, that's the number it should be.
No, 12 misses.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not thinking goodly now.
I know that feeling. So this Mephit is going to stand up and then fly 15 feet to here and attack Gort. And this one's going to fly here and take a swing on Boy. This one's also going to swing on Boy. This one's going to swing on Boy. This one's going to try to swing on Gort. So, the two on Gort first. Well, the first one on Gort is going to swing his... He's going to do a claw attack. .22 to hit for 2 points of slashing damage on Gort.
Ow, that really hurts.
The other one on Gort is going to do a frost breath, which will probably miss. It's going to miss Boy, but it will get falling rocks. And so both Gort and falling rocks need to make DC 10 dexterity saving throws.
Of course. Can you stop with the dex saves for Gort? Yeah, Rox made it.
Okay. So Rocks takes no damage. Gort is going to take 5 points of cold damage. The first one, this one on Boy, is going to do Frost Breath, which will get Boy, Sam, and Turpin. So Boy, Sam, and Turpin make Dexterity saving throws DC 10.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
I succeeded 2 save throws.
See, boy does a 7. That's not good.
Nope.
And
but he has
Turpin has a 14.
I'll use that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get him saved. I'd rather save it for an attack, something
So,
where it actually has a chance.
So Turpin will take half damage, as will Sam. But Boy is going to take all of it. So Boy takes 6 points of cold damage. Sam and Turpin take 3. And actually, Turpin, you have resistance to cold, don't you?
Yeah.
So you only take you take 1. The other 2 are going to swing on Boy with claws. That's going to be a miss with an 8 and a 22 to hit. Does 5 points of slashing damage to Boy. All right. Turpin, what would you like to do?
Well, Boy's going to try to grab one of these guys on his left.
Okay.
And so he has, for athletics or what strength, he's got +9. So here's our.
So he's going to do a grapple?
Yeah. So that's just a 14.
And the Mephit got a 13. So this one is
so that one,
grappled.
He grabbed that one with his right hand, Boy's right hand.
Okay.
And he's going to grab this one with his left hand.
Okay.
And that's 9 and 9, 18.
And he only gets a 3.
So he's got those 2. And he's going to smash them together next time, I guess.
Okay, so they are grappled. This one is also grappled. Okay.
Going to conk their heads really hard.
And then what would Turpin like to do? So there's this one here that's pretty much right in front of Sam.
Yeah. I don't like them. They're bad. So first I'm going to use my bonus action to shove that thing away.
Okay, so it needs to make a strength
DC
save.
18.
Nope.
Strength save.
It technically got a -1, so it is shoved back 10 feet or 5 feet?
5. Just 5.
Okay, so it is back here.
Got a little bit of space, and so I'll see if I can't shoot it. So the first one hits for 12 points of damage.
And
actually 14.
It explodes.
Oh, good.
Did you want to shoot that second blast?
No, I'll just hold on. There's no other. I don't see any other targets that I can see.
Well, you'd be able to see this one. He's up flying, so.
Yeah, but he's wrapped up in a big.
That's true. He's gripped. Yeah.
So I'll just hold off on that second. I won't even shoot it.
Okay. Sam, what would you like to do?
I did shoot. It explodes.
Right, but he wasn't close to any of you guys, so you don't.
He was close to. I thought he was close to Boy and the ones that Boy's grabbing.
Not within 5 feet. He got shoved back good enough that. So Sam, what would you like to do?
I'm going to vicious.
You gonna do
This one's still right.
Yeah, you want to vicious mockery him?
Yeah, sure.
All right. 14.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then Gort is going to pound the ever-living heck out of him.
Okay.
10 and then 18.
18 hits.
Alright, and that's 11 damage.
Okay. All right.
And Rock's gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Try to, at least. Probably disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Does a 12 hit?
No, very close though.
What about 9?
No.
Yeah, not for sure.
Okay.
You never know, you know? I mean, it took a 12 last time, but maybe a 9 will hit this time.
Yeah, maybe they have some kind of corroding armor or something.
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
The
Exactly.
Mephits. Well, these two are both going to try and make grapple checks to get out. So, boy needs to make 2 strength saves. The first Mephit got a 15.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And boom, 18 for the first one.
So he's still got a grip on him. The second one only gets a 12. So, yeah. All right. So, boy is still holding on to them. And then, let's see here. This one and this one. Let me see if their ice breath or their frost breath recharges. Yes and yes. Right? No, they do not recharge. So it has to be a 6. Unlike others, it is not a 5 or 6, it is just a 6. So they're going to just make claw attacks on Gort. But not with a 6. And not with a 5. That was terrible. All right. Turpin, what would you like to do?
Well, boy is going to show his genius in combat and rotate the 2 methods so their heads are pointed at each other and then smash them together as hard as he can.
Okay.
You're going to have to tell me what to roll because I'm just going with
So essentially, he can bash your heads together twice. And that's, I mean, it's going to be just like a slam attack, except they're both going to take the damage on both hits.
Okay. Well, the first one is a 27.
Yep.
And, of course, everything's a 22 when he's like that. And the second one is a 27.
Nice.
And another 22.
So...
Boyd's like, I am so smart. Look, I grabbed 2 of them. Smash.
Yeah, so he kills both of these guys by smashing their faces together.
He feels so proud, and then they explode in his face.
Right. So then they die, and Gort needs to make a DC 10 dexterity. Actually, Boy and Gort need to make DC 10 dexterity saving throws.
Great. Yeah. Gort is historically amazing at that.
Yes.
13 for Boy.
Okay.
It does not disappoint.
Gort doesn't. If Gort just has 1 hit point at the end of battle, it doesn't matter.
So
I know.
So they.
He's at 111.
So Boy takes 1 point of slashing damage, and Gort takes 3 from the explosion.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. It's terrifying.
Boy, I can't even express how proud Boy feels of himself right now.
Oh, I'm sure. And what would Turpin like to do?
Turpin shakes his head like, oh my god. And I can't really see anything here, so I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. Sam.
Vicious Mockery.
Okay. 11 to save.
4 damage.
Okay.
And Rox is going to after seeing such a smart display, Rox is going to attempt to pick up this other one right here. And just hold it for boys to smash into.
So Gort which one does Gort wants to grab this one? Oh, he wants to grab this one. Okay. So Gort needs to make a strength athletics check. The Mephit got a 14. I like that the Shield Guardian is learning from the polymorph dog. Wow. But he only got an 8, so the Mephit...
Wait a minute. I think I can use silvery barbs there. Hold on. Does this count as the ice Mephit succeeding on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw?
Yes.
Haha, disadvantage.
Okay. He gets a 10.
I'm gonna give Gort advantage.
Hey, Gort, yeah, that's right. That's just...
So Gort can make that roll again. There you go. So Gort has this one grappled. Okay. And Falling Rocks.
Falling Rocks is just gonna stand back and wait this out.
Okay. All right.
It's like, all right.
So the Mephits both recharge their frost breath and both are going to let loose. So this Mephit, with his frost breath, can get Gort, Falling Rocks, and Turpin. So those three need to make DC 10 dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Oh, you think I would learn? I mean, last time I took a point of damage from this.
Oh no, no damage.
18.
What about Gort?
That is Gort. We're disappointing this deck save.
It's like he's got wooden legs or something.
I know, right? So Gort takes 4 points of cold damage. Turpin, you take 2. Actually, you take 1 because of your boots. And Falling Rocks takes none because of his evasion. The next one does the same thing. He breathes out this way, getting Boy, Sam, and Turpin need to make DC 10 dexterity saving throws.
Yep. I'm good.
Oh, now let's see.
That's a 23.
I'm going to use my lucky to save myself like a point of damage. 1 point of damage. I'm going to use lucky.
So Sam, you take 2 points of cold damage. Turpin, you take 1. What about Boy?
Goodness, Gort is taking half of this 2 damage.
He made a dex save? Oh my god.
Wow, so Boy only takes 2 points. I'm shocked. That is the Mephit's turns. Yeah, so this one basically Gort has him by the throat, and he still breathed frost on him. So Turpin, what would you like to
do? Boy is going to smash the one that's in front of him into the one that Gort has placed up against the wall as a target.
Okay.
Bam, 21, and then and let's see, we'll do the second one, and that's 22. And 12, I don't know if 12 hits.
Yep, that's still a hit.
12 actually would, if I were thinking, I mean, I hit the first one. The 12 is to see if I could smash him into the one that Gort is making a target.
Okay. So
there we go.
Here. So out.
22.
So he takes 22 for his initial hit. And then split 11 between the two of them. This one is badly injured. This one is also same exact badly injured. Okay. They're not dead yet, but they are not feeling well. You can see the stars above their heads.
Turpin is he's worried about blowing people up, shooting from behind. So instead, he's going to use a rarely used psychic attack. DC 18 intelligence save.
On which one?
Let's see. From where he is, which one is more easily seen?
Is this one?
Probably that one right there. The one on the left.
Okay. All right. So DC 18. I'm gonna say that's probably a no. He got a 4.
Yeah. Okay. I don't use this off. Oh, I see. He takes 9 points of damage, and his saves are affected by a -1.
Well,
in the future,
it's not going to matter because that kills him outright, and he explodes. So Boy and Gort need to make DC 10 Dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Boy.
Come on, Gort. I know you've got the sinew.
Oh, yeah. Boy's good. He rolled a 20, or totaled a 20.
Okay, so Boy takes 1 point of slashing damage. Gort takes 3.
And the one that's been held up against the wall, did they take any damage from their friends blowing up?
No. They're immune to cold attacks. So... let's see here. So, I think Turpin's done. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sam, what would you like to do?
Best mockery.
Okay. Uh, 11.
3 damage.
Okay. You're just going to whittle him down one at a time. And then what would you like Gort to do?
He's just going to take his other arm and just smack it in the face.
Okay, so he has advantage on the attack.
21's hit?
Yes.
Wait, no, hold on. That's advantage. 22 to hit. Excuse me.
Yeah.
No, the 22 misses.
Yeah. So Gort smashes the second Mephit in the face and kills him outright. And you see this cavern down below you. And as I said, there is in the eastern wall is this tower. And the rock that this tower is made out of is all glimmering and shiny. And like Professor Scant said, is that if this was in perfect condition, it would be perfectly smooth stone like glass. But you can see that there is a gap in the tower wall here that you could try to squeeze through if you wanted to go into the tower. And then, of course, there are two southern passages here and here.
Sigh.
Yeah, Professor Scant's like super excited about this tower.
Yeah. Well, Turpin's a little irritated because he's going to have to let Boy turn into a regular dog. There's no place Boy can go is Grape Ape.
That is a problem. He does have a fat ass.
While he's still Grape Ape, he'll move some of these giant things around to see if there's something underneath it. He's going to investigate H5 while he's still got, super 26 strength or whatever. Whatever he is. Where did Boy go anyway? He disappeared. He ran away.
Yeah, where did Boy go?
There, I'll bring it back.
Oh, there you go. All right. Let's rename him. There we go.
So anyway, okay, so we spent some time looking around in here, and Boy has to come back, so we're gonna do a short rest and get some hit points back.
Okay. So you guys are all moving down into this chamber to do your short rest?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, that's 5 of them.
Remember, now you get a D8 bonus. The 76 bonus for taking a short rest. Includes the bard rest thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Scientific name for it. Bard rest thingy.
The bird rest thingy, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's stealth.
Where is this guy? Sorry, guys.
Okay, Sam.
Find something.
Where are we going to go, Sam? Do you want to go in that tower that the floating bowling ball wants, or the bowling ball wants to go into, or do you care? Where are we going to go?
I don't really care, honestly.
All right. So we'll do. I'm going to roll. Nobody ever gets to roll D12s, so I'm going to do a D12, and it's like a clock face.
Okay.
And whichever way it's pointing, except for north, because we've already been there.
Right.
The 4 o'clock is mostly towards the H6, so that's where we're going to go.
Okay, so you want to go into the tower?
Yeah, 3 o'clock would have been dead on. 4 o'clock is close, so
Okay.
there we go.
Okay. So, wait, where'd Gort go?
Gort's here.
There he is. Okay. Okay. So, H6 is the tower. Well, first of all, Turpin and Sam make perception checks.
Okay. Nothing we can prepare for. This is just as we're going, right?
Correct.
And that's 20 for a total of 27.
Okay.
15.
So both of you know that the floor of the cavern behind you, like right around where this pillar is, seems like a fog has suddenly built up around that end of the pillar. Like right here.
Oh, crap.
In H6, little remains of this tower besides its outer shell. The interior walls are decorated with shifting geometric patterns. A human skeleton in white robes lies on the uneven floor. Professor Scant says, Netherese spellcasters would come to towers like this one to regain their spent magic more quickly. Despite the extensive damage, I would venture to guess that the tower still works. So you guys, if you want, you can try to examine these geometric patterns. You need to make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Let's take a look. Nat 20 for a total of 22.
Okay.
And 16 for Turpin.
So, yeah, you determine that Professor Scant is correct. Both of you, because you just took a short rest, you can regain one spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
That's really cool for a warlock.
I know, right? Yeah.
I will regain my singular spent silvery barbs.
And I'm going to see if the skeleton's robes have anything cool in it. As I'm poking through it with my stick, I'm like, we're supposed to be looting for valuable magic items, right? As I'm poking through the skeleton's
So the
robes,
skeleton, you find, is wearing it appears that the skeleton wasn't really a wizard, you're kind of under the assumption, according to all the history that you've heard, is that everybody in Netheril was a wizard. This particular corpse seems to have been a priest of some kind. It has a silver holy symbol shaped like a four-pointed star. It is worth 25 gold pieces. You can make a history check if you would like.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. I actually know history. Oh my God. Yeah, I rocked that one. I could tell you I'm going to do a whole Antiques Roadshow on the damn thing.
Right. So you know that this is actually an ancient holy symbol of the god Mistral. Mistral was the original god of magic. It is said that she created the weave, which enables spellcasting. An Netherese mage named Karsus sought to steal Mistral's godly power. To prevent certain doom from befalling the material world, Mistral sacrificed herself to keep Karsus from achieving his goal. After her sacrifice, Mistral was reincarnated as Mistra and is now worshipped across Faerun. So, yeah, this is a really old holy symbol of a god that doesn't exist anymore. That's all that's on this skeleton.
Okay. And there's the holes aren't big enough for us to make it over to H7, are they?
They are. You could slide through these. Gort's probably going to have to beat on the wall and make a bigger hole.
Well, come on, guys. We're adventuring here.
Okay.
All right.
Young
We
whippersnapper.
gotta make sure we're all on the other side before Gort starts beating a hole in this thing.
So Gort starts pounding on this wall, and he's making some progress. Sam and Turpin make a perception check.
14.
23.
So you both notice that now this creeping fog that was appearing in the previous chamber is now starting to fill up the tower. And Gort is finally able to make one of these holes larger and step through after pounding on it for a few moments.
And Turpin is thinking that he spent his life wisely by being a merchant, because this adventuring business is crap. 25 gold pieces and we're like risking death and
right,
poking through corpses, but mutter.
So the tower on this side is embedded in the west wall, and there's rubble around it. There's a 30-foot tall cavern, and there is a naturally forming staircase to the south. Here.
Okay.
And then there are
arrows pointing down, so we'd have to go up to.
Right. Yeah, it climbs up to the next chamber. And then there are these two side passages to the northeast and to the north.
Let's stick to the left, I guess.
So you want to head up north?
Just always go around if it's an empty room.
Okay.
And then stick to the left again and go into H9, so end up getting lost.
Up here in H8, a flat, slightly canted slab of stone rests in the center of this 20-foot high cave. One side is rough, as if the slab had been torn from a larger structure. The slab is 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, 4 feet high, and covered with frost.
All right. Is the frost so thick that we can't see the surface of the slab?
Yes, right now. You can wipe it off, though.
Okay. So we'll wipe it off, or we'll use some heat cantrip.
So you wipe off the frost, and you see that there is script etched into the top in Draconic, but the letters it's not Draconic language. Professor Scant says, "Oh, that's Loras. It's the ancient Netherese tongue. It says, take the free self-guided tour of Ithrin, press the I to cast the spell." And you see that this carved into the face of this, or into the top of this, is what appears to be like a face. And according to this, it says to press the I to cast the spell.
Yeah, that's way too much for Valish Gant to withstand, so he pokes it.
Okay, so he pokes the eye, and all of you are... there is a arcane eye spell that is cast that lasts for 1 hour. Or until Valish Gant stops concentrating on the spell. And it basically goes around a Thrin, or what's left of it, and is showing, this deep cavern and this ruined city, but it's not showing where your current present location is. You're not recognizing what the eye is showing you.
Okay. Turpin mutters about how there's no narration.
Right? Yeah, this is the worst museum ever.
That's right.
Where do I pay for the headphones?
Right. You got it in one. That's exactly right.
I remember we went to see Treasures of King Tut's Tomb at OMSI, and they were charging.
Yeah, we did that too.
They were charging for the headphones, and I'm like, I think this was in 2020 when they were here. Maybe it was 2019. No, I'm pretty sure it was 2020. Yeah, because the pandemic was
2020.
Yeah, the pandemic was going on, and I was like, it's 2020. Why are they handing out these devices with headphones?
With cooties.
Why don't they just have a website that you can connect to and you can use your own Bluetooth headset? Everybody's got one. You know, it's like, why are you doing it the hard way?
You know, there might be an ADA rule that prevents them from doing that. The world is crazy.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, or the Screen Actors Guild's like, no, you have to pay for the.
We need a voice narrator.
Great, yeah, because if not, then that's money out of an actor's pocket.
Well, that was fascinating.
So yeah, I mean, it shows you around the ruins, and inside of this, inside of these ruins, you can see where the glacier. There are great waterfalls that fall down into the ruins. You can also see that there's some movement in there. You can see that there are some creatures moving around, but the arcane eye doesn't get you close enough to actually let you see too much.
Okay. Well, Boy is very upset that there's no smell-o-vision, so he wants us to head over to H9.
Okay. H9. Lying on its side in the middle of this 20-foot high cave is an enormous head made of iron. Its eyes glow with a golden light. And it looks like this. Let's see here. There you go.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. So, Professor Bowling Ball, what about this? You have plenty to say about everything else.
He's not exactly sure, but he says it appears to be the head of a decapitated iron golem.
Holy crap, that's a big one.
I want to see a live one if that's the case.
The iron golem, when Professor Scant says that it appears to be an iron golem, you see the eyes of this head blinks 2 times.
Yeah, well, okay, Turpin's out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't want to try to ask it any questions?
I was going to poke it with a stick, but it seems like it's still alive, so I don't want to mess with a 40-foot tall iron golem.
Well, it's just the head.
Well, it's the ice everywhere. Who knows how this thing's going to be attached?
That's true. That's probably the safest bet so far. I mean, this whole campaign, you guys have gotten beat up pretty good.
And just how are we going to get treasure out of a iron golem head?
Well, Professor Scant says, well, it's possible that the golem may know where things are.
All right. Well, we'll leave it to Velen Harper or somebody to...
So Velen...
Or Sam.
Velen steps in, and she holds up the Professor Orb, and Professor Scant says, do you know where Ithrin is? And the head blinks once. So, were you damaged when the city fell? And it blinks twice. Is there danger ahead? It blinks 3 times. Have other creatures passed through this cave recently? It blinks twice. And that's it. So essentially, Professor Scant has determined that it does not know where Ithrin is. It was damaged in the fall. It doesn't know if there's danger ahead. And yes, other creatures have passed through this area recently.
All right. So this is how you young folk do your adventuring. Okay.
This is stupid. It's a total waste of time and money. It's like camping.
Let's go down this little hole.
Okay.
Freaking stupid ice caves with the damn heads of freaking robot stupid.
So down here or rather, I guess, up here. The top of a partially shattered tower rests on its side in the middle of this 30-foot high cavern. Long icicles hang from the ceiling above the toppled spire. North of the tower is a 15-foot diameter hole in the floor that seems to be the upper end of a tunnel. So this is the tunnel. And the rest of this tower is just shattered.
Okay. somebody needs to show me the adventure in here about the getting rich and all that. Boy's going to start marking his territory.
As an ape.
Well, no, he.
Oh, that's right. You had to.
Had that rest.
That's right. You had to change him back.
He had to go through the slot, and we've had a rest.
So yeah, out of here, the only real exit, if you go up this other ice tunnel or more stairs, it goes back to where the other side of the tower. So the only way really out of here is through the tunnel in the floor.
All right. I'll ask Sarah to check out that tunnel and see if it's real or just go a certain distance and see if it peters out or if it's real.
Okay, so let's see here. Sarah flies way down this tunnel, long ways. It comes out, and because she's your familiar, you can see what she sees. This enormous cave has glassy walls and a smooth domed ceiling 40 feet overhead. The cavern contains 2 large pools, both of which have steam rising from them. And
then, it's a real passageway, guys.
And then she flies back up.
Yeah. All right. Well, we go.
Okay. Let me grab you. Oh, well, let me put you closer together. And I will copy you to the next map.
Brady, you're in charge. I'm going to be AFK for just a minute.
Well, actually, this is probably a good spot to break.
Okay.
So I was going to say this is probably a good spot to break, simply because this next section is going to be, pretty extensive. Yeah. So we will break here. I will get in contact with Turpin earlier in the day on Friday, and we can determine next week if there's going to be a game session. I cross my fingers. I would really like to keep going.
All right. Well, if we don't, it has been a blast. And Brady, it's been fun playing with you. So maybe we'll pick it up again, some year. You never know.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, burnout happens. Trust me, I know better than most.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And don't forget, let me know about Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, my next thing, as I'm working on the video, I will go ahead and shoot you information about Wednesday's game, and I'll get you the link to the file server and all that.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you. I will talk to you soon. Hope to talk to you, Brady.